Namaste, pranams to all of you. So, dear friends, Namaste, pranams to all of you. It's really good to connect with each other during these moments. We all have been watching media and hearing many news about current situation. The coronavirus is going pandemic, and it's really like a very crisis moments for all. And we all can connect together, come together, connect with each other, and create beautiful vibrations, higher vibrations, because this Sajjana Sangatya with this kind of spiritual connections, we're going to create a ripple effect. We're going to create a lot of resonance, and this new vibrations, higher vibrations, can be shared with our planet Earth, our Mother Earth. So, dear friends, for these 21 days, every day we will meet. What I have planned for every day is like Telugu language on one day, very next day it's in English language. So in both the languages, alternate days we'll be meeting on this platform, either through YouTube or Facebook group of Quantum Life University Life Foundation page. Whatever is convenient to you, you can join that. Otherwise, PMC channel and Pyramid Meditation channel, it's going live right now. So whatever way it is working for you, you can choose that. And dear friends, we call all these series of Sajjana Sangatyas, satsangs, as Antaryanas. Antarayana. The title of this uh, episodes that we're going to have, series of different episodes with different topics every day, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a time for coming together, meditating together, learning together. And also, I request if you have questions, you can always send us through the email ID info at qluglobal.org. Or else you can post it in the comments page, because in the live program, the comments are not going to stay after the program is ending. So yesterday also I could not see any of your questions. But you can send, in that case, you can send the questions, any sharings, because we'll be meditating together, a lot of experiences, many insights will come to us. We can actually share through the email info at qluglobal.org. Even on our website, you have this email ID, you can send it. So, dear friends, today in English, the first episode of Antaryana, we're going to begin. What is meant by this word, Antarayana? It's a Sanskrit word. We know that being born here in India, in Bharat Desh, we know that Antara means inward or inner. Yana means prayan or travel, journey. It's a journey. That means inward journey or inner journey, journey inwardly. So, human beings, we are all very much habituated to journeys. We like journeys, particularly the journeying into these beautiful locations on our planet Earth. Many journeys we make from one country to another country, one place to the other place. We are not static beings, but we are beings of movement. Constantly, we have to move. We experience new things through the journeys. It's very interesting. Without journey, we can't expand our consciousness. Journeys are very important. So there are two kinds of journeys. One is outer journeys, external journeys, journeys in the physical plane. And there are different journeys that we make, a different yana. It's called antarayana, inner journeys. We can call that as sacred journeys. Journey through your consciousness, journey through your sukshma sarira, your subtle bodies, journey through your energy centers, chakras, and journey made by your consciousness, journey through your consciousness, journeys occurring from your consciousness to discover new things, to have beautiful adventures. So there are two types of journeys, my dear friends. A non-meditator have known only one type of journey. They have to always explore outwardly in the outer plane. They don't know how to journey in a different way, inward journeys. Right now on the planet Earth, in almost many countries, it's complete shutdown, lockdown. We are locked down in our homes. Really, it's uh, a limiting situation that everyone is experiencing. Many are really feeling stressed, panicked, very fearful because their movement is restricted. They're unable to travel. But if we learn how to journey inwardly, this is the moments. A great opportunity is given to the entire mankind to go within, to reflect, to journey within, to find out many things about ourselves, about our planet Earth, about the universe that we are living in. We can also integrate all those experiences so far we have gone through in this current life because we never had this kind of ample time. So much time is available to us for these 21 days, and we use this time productively and creatively. We have a lot of relaxation, meditations, and book reading, and connecting with family members, and also do a lot of experiments with your own consciousness. How about if we can learn how to journey inwardly and have directly conversations with higher beings, masters and guides and those invisible helpers, and receive messages which can change our vibration on this planet Earth. How about directly have communication with coronavirus? How about in this altered states in meditation, we are able to connect to this force, this energy of the coronavirus, the consciousness of the coronavirus, which is affecting the entire human species, not only affecting uh, health wise, but it's also affecting economy, it's affecting businesses, and it's affecting all the spheres of life. We're really going through really a tough time. How about communicating directly with that energy of coronavirus? If we learn, if we know the way how to journey inwardly, we can do that. Our ancient rishis, Bharadesh, they have done all these inner journeys before our modern science discovered about quantum energy, subatomic particles. Rishis have discovered this energy nature of us, consciousness that is primordial in us, which is the fundamental nature. How this consciousness and energy is more primal, more fundamental in nature, which is creating the matter. The ancient rishis, sages, so many masters from Himalayas, they have done so much of meditation practice, these inner journeys, antarayanas. They have found out many, many things. In this Kali Yuga, in this particular time period on the planet Earth, we are exploring the outer physical plane through outer journeys. It's also beautiful. We're able to go to top of the cliffs, the mountains, Mount Everest. We're able to go to the depths of the oceans using our technology, submarines, and we're able to go into the travel into the space between the stars. We are exploring the outer space, outer reality. It's also beautiful. It's also really good. But we have forgotten this inner travel, inner journey, how to go within, how to go into the peace that is already there in us, how to access the wisdom of our own soul deep within us. So, dear friends, our ancient rishis in Bharat are great spiritual scientists. They're inner scientists. They're scientists of the inner world. The ancient times, they have done such kind of research through the inner journeys. They could unravel the mysteries of the universe. They could discover so many things. 5,000 years back, Bharadwaja Maharshi has written a book, a scripture. It's called Vimana Shastra, about the aircrafts. 5,000 years back, another time period, ancient times. the Treta Yuga time, and we heard from Ramayan times that there was Pushpaka Viman, the aircraft which was going into the space, which is run by not by fuel, but it is run by a different energy. Maybe they're using a different technology, different energy, the energy which can't be seen by physical eyes, the energy which is running the entire universe, the energy which is making us breathe, the energy which is making us see. Though we have physical eyes, but these physical eyes are able to see, it's able to function. Those who have eyes, not all people can see. Those who have ears, not everybody can hear. There is a Shakti, there is a energy behind which is making our organs to work. We have lungs, does not mean that we all can breathe properly, but there is a force, there is energy behind, consciousness behind, which is making us breathe very well. So there is a different energy which we can't see with our physical eyes. During the inner travels, inward journeys, many of the ancient masters are able to explore this. They're able to go beyond normal perceptual range. Normal perceptual range of a human being is Vibgr range. Our five senses can only perceive very small bandwidth. But there are people who are called as meditators who can journey inwardly and expanded their bandwidth. They could perceive things beyond Vibgr range, infrared and ultraviolet, and beyond that. So, dear friends, today's this topic, the inner journeys, we have we are going to explore, discover many things. And first time Archimedes discovered certain things about the physics, it's a big eureka moment that happened, a big wow moment for him. He ran out of his bathroom, he was taking shower and running in the streets naked, saying, Eureka, Eureka, I discovered, I found out the truth. When Columbus discovered the new lands going beyond, he also felt the same way. Any discovery, it expands our consciousness, particularly discoveries, self discovery. There's something awaiting in all of us to be discovered. The mystery of your own existence, the mystery, deep mystery of the universe. And what a eureka moments that we experience when we go inwardly. This is the most beautiful journeys, worthwhile journeys. So, dear friends, today the topic goes in this sequence. There are 7 points that I'm going to share with you. Number one is about these sacred journeys, inward journeys. Second is about altered states of consciousness, which enables us to journey inwardly. And third one is different ways of experiencing altered states of consciousness. There are many different ways. And the fourth point that we're going to understand is meditation is the best way, the importance, significance of meditation at this point of time on the planet Earth. And the fifth point I'm going to share with you about different states of consciousness, different stages that we experience during meditation, where we discover many more things. And the sixth point is to really have this model of five gear system, five different levels during meditation, where we can understand these inner experiences. And the seventh is guided meditation. Today we'll have a meditation, co-meditation, all of us collectively going to meditate together. So we send our ripples of energy and fill our planet Earth with new energy, new vibrations. So this is roughly today's what we're going to learn. So dear friends, first let us know about altered states of consciousness. What is meant by this word, altered states of consciousness, ASC? Average person, a normal person who is totally unaware that there is something called soul, there is something called consciousness, they are generally more physically focused. The consciousness is experienced at a very limited way. They're totally identified with the physical body, and only physicality is known to them. But there are few adventurous. I can say that they are daredevils who starts meditating, who comes to know that there is something beyond this physical nature of us. So those people are able to access a different state of consciousness. There is an alteration in the state of consciousness. That means you experience something beyond your physical body in an altered state. Generally, almost everyone experience this altered state at least for few moments to few hours when we are going to bed, sleep, when we are sleeping in night times, when we are in the Jagruta Avastha, completely alert and awake state where we are operating with five senses, with this mind, we're thinking, that point of time, when we slow down and we go into drift into sleep, immediately our state of consciousness is switched to a different state. It's altered. If we connect EEG, the electrodes, and record the activity, that's electrical activity in the brain, that point of time we see that the brain wave activity is changing. The person who is in the beta rhythm, beta state, A person who is completely only focused in the physical nature, thinking, only using the mind, linear mind, thinking mind, analyzing, logically thinking, stressed out, that beta state where the electrical impulses are, it's 13, beyond 13 hertz. But when we go into drift into sleep, the EEG, electroencephalogram, shows that the slowing down of these brainwave pattern, the electrical impulses shown are is much more slowing down. We enter into alpha rhythm, where 8 to 13 cycles per second, 8 to 13 hertz, that is the frequency that we reach. And as the state of consciousness is much deepened. So this state, alpha state, in Sanskrit it's called Swapnavastha, alpha state. We are entering into Swapnavastha, a dreamy state. People get these kind of dreams, rapid eye movement, REM sleep. They have dreams, they dream information, so much of content emerges during the sleep. So the next is people go into deep unconsciousness state. This is called Sushupti Avastha. In Sanskrit, Sushupti means a deep unconscious state, a deep sleep. That's all. You're not aware that you're sleeping, nor sleeping or awake. You don't know where you're sleeping, what you're doing. You don't even remember your name. You forget and you go into deep sleep, Sushupti state. So we can see that the brainwave frequency is changing from beta to alpha, alpha to theta. Theta means it's less than 8, around 4 to 8 cycles per second. And the delta state is the frequency is going to be much more lessened, much more deeper state. And there is something else that's called gamma state. The gamma state, the electrical activity is actually going up. It's beyond 30 hertz frequency. The spikes are more, but it's vibrating at a higher level, the gamma state. We can call gamma state as Turiya state, a transcendental state. I'm just giving you the scientific, the modern science, what it has found out, and our ancient science, the spiritual science. We're trying to find parallels between these two. So, altered state of consciousness is achieved generally by everyone during sleep. We can see the electrical activity of the brain is changing. But these altered states also occurs in certain conditions. For example, people when they are dancing, you're absorbed into your dance, like you're dancing. Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Kathakali, our tribal dances, rural community, they have their own dance. For example, I come from this place, Telangana state, where we have our own kind of native dances, like clapping and standing in a circle and movement of the body. Everyone moves and they not only they dance, they sing. They sing and dance. So during that time, also altered states of consciousness is achieved. Many people, if we measure the brainwave activity, that point of time, we notice that we are reaching to alpha, theta, delta, and even some people gamma states. If we look at ancient cultures, shamanic cultures, South America, they have this fire dance. Around the fire, entire tribe, they gather in a circle. They have a circle dance with the drums. A shaman uses the drum, and through the drumming, they produce sound frequencies which alters the brain waves. And through the movement, also through dance, they enter into a kind of trance. Some they enter into the trance on altered state of consciousness through painting. When you're painting, you're transported to a different dimension. A painter, an artist uses the imagination, the right brain capacities. In the imagination, they go beyond the body and the mind. They're able to stretch their consciousness from this cocoon state, from this very limited state of physicality and the mind, linear mind. They go beyond. Even an artist, painter experiences that. A sculptor experiences altered state. But meditation is the most conscious way, direct way, straightforward way to achieve an altered state of consciousness. Because an altered state of consciousness enables us to journey inwardly, to go within, to know ourselves, to find out what's happening inside us, to expand our awareness. That's good. Somebody is writing a comment of watching a movie called Inception. That's really interesting. Very good. Very good. So, dear friends, meditation is a very direct way of experiencing very deep levels of consciousness where you can consciously go into alpha state, a dreamy swapnavastha, a dreamy state. You can also consciously go into theta state, can consciously enter into turiya, gamma state, a turiya state where you are completely conscious, super conscious actually. You are aware of your body, you are aware of your mind, you are aware of this personality, ego structure. You are also aware of something different, your soul, your consciousness, which is completely living in a different dimensional level. It has a different octave energy, it has a different frequency. Our soul vibrates differently than our personality structure or body, mind, emotions. We transcend in that gamma state. So, friends, meditation is a direct way. All masters in India, they have practiced so much of meditation. If you look at Master Shiva, Lord Shiva, always sitting in meditation. He's giving that message to the world now. Meditate, go within, become conscious being, awaken the consciousness, become conscious of your consciousness. If you look at all the Himalayan masters, Mahavatar, Babaji, Ashwadhama, Lord Hanuman, they're called as Chiranjeevis, immortal beings, physically immortal beings. So they are into meditation. They have done so much of meditation. So through this meditation, This inward journeys happen, inner journeys happen. You become an inner scientist, an inner explorer, more than traveling outwardly and experiencing the joy of visiting different places on the planet Earth, more than seeing the Taj Mahal in Agra. If you journey inside, there's so many more beautiful things better than Agra, better than Taj Mahal. Fantastic things that you discover inside your consciousness. We try to climb biggest mountains, tallest mountains, and climb Mount Everest. How about doing this trekking inwardly? There are inner landscapes, inner big mountains where you can climb through your sadhana, through these inner journeys. It's worthwhile. Bharat Desh has a message to the whole world during these turbulent times to all the countries. Don't fear, don't be panicked. Meditate, meditate. That's what our ancient masters, Bharat Desh, is giving this message to the whole globe. We have to take all the precautions, but we don't need to fear about coronavirus. As you change your vibration, as you connect to the higher vibration of you, you're going to spread these higher vibrations. Coronavirus will leave this planet Earth. Your own immune system responds. I remember just few days back, there is a message that I received through WhatsApp, and it's a viral kind of thing, that was shared in many groups, and it's about Mahabharata time, during the war time, when this Kurukshetra, this Mahabharata big war is happening, when Dronacharya was, killed. That time, Arjuna and Pandavas and Lord Krishna one side and all the Kauravas on the other side. Ashwadhama is also on the Kauravas side. So Ashwadhama, the son of Dronacharya, got so much angry. He was so much hurt because nobody can take away the life of Dronacharya because he's the teacher of teachers, master of masters. So Lord Krishna has played a beautiful role, asked Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira, the first brother, five amongst the five brothers, Dharmaraj, to tell a kind of lie. It's not really a lie. He asked Dharmaraj to say that Ashwadhama Hatakunjaraha means there's a elephant by name Ashwadhama, and is really that Ashwadhama, the elephant, really died, and he asked to say it loudly so that Ashwadhama, his son, can hear it. Because once Dronacharya is eliminated, then whole Kauravas can be one by one can be, conquered. It's much easier. That's the strategy of Lord Krishna. So at that point of time, so Dharmaraj has said this: Ashwadhama is killed. Ashwadhama is killed. Ashwadhama Hata Kunjaraha means Ashwadhama elephant is killed. But he pronounced the word elephant very, very feeble voice. Nobody could hear, but the name Ashwadhama is killed. Dronacharya heard that and he was in sadness, sorrow, and that moment he was the most vulnerable. And with the arrow that was shot by Arjuna, Dronacharya was killed. And Ashwadhama was very angry, furious. How could they do this? Cheating, deceiving, lying. And immediately he took one astra, it is called Narayana Astra. They used to use the power of intentions, means that arrow that they're going to release, they have kind of siddhi, intention. He has released this Narayana Astra. This is what the story from the ancient times, Mahabharata time. I'm just sharing with you because there is something very beautiful to decipher, decode the meaning, inner meaning of this at this point of time. It's so important. So, when Ashwadhama was furious and released this arrow called Narayana Astra, and immediately Lord Krishna recognized that, yes, this is the Narayana Astra. Nobody can stop this. It is going to wipe out everyone. The enemies, everyone will be killed. Enemies here is Pandavas. Everyone is going to be completely going to vanish with this Narayanastra. And Lord Krishna always has solutions because he's a Paramatma. He's always in a higher, he's a God, reached to the supreme state of consciousness. So he told to Pandavas, oh, my dear ones, come here. At this point of time, don't fight. Don't fight. Don't resist. Don't think this Narayana Astra is our enemy and don't release new arrows. Don't fight. Just keep quiet, as if you are, don't go out. Don't be visible to Narayana Astra. Just be quiet. Meditate. Don't resist. If you resist, you're going to be in this fight, you will lose the life. That's what Lord Krishna told all the Pandavas, all the Sena, all the soldiers, army, everyone started meditating right there in the battlefield in their small shelters, and they instead of going out, moving out, it's like a curfew. It is like isolation, social distancing. Everyone, as if they disappeared, their physical body, their mind completely empty. They reached to a quiet state, a beautiful quiet state in a deep meditation. This Narayana Astra only moves towards the people who are into the fighting. When it finds out this is the enemy, then only it's going to kill them. And Narayana Astra was coming there and could not see any enemy now because they're meditating. All the enmity inside, resistance, the war completely gone. They're gone into non-duality. They transcended beyond physical body and linear mind. In that moment, Narayana Astra completely, after some time, just dropped down and dissolved. Now, if we look deeply into this story from Mahabharata times, we can really realize some beautiful lessons which are relevant, significant for each one of us at this point of time. Coronavirus is the Narayana Astra. It is released. It's going to take many lives if we don't now go within. If we don't become quiet, people are really now becoming desperate. They want to go out. I see it in Hyderabad because in our state, still there are people going to market. There are many young people going out of the roads, and they're saying that I don't have fear. Nothing can do. Nothing. No harm can come to me. Like that, they are behaving. But Narayana Astra is powerful, friends. This physical distancing, social distancing is so important. I really salute Our Prime Minister, Bharat Desh, Narendra Modi ji, who took this very courageous, bold decision of 21 days of isolation. Such a beautiful decision when we are in the second stage of coronavirus spreading. Very, very beginning stages, we are able to really isolate ourselves, and so that just like Narayana Astra, which is going to be completely, uh, going to dissolve, in the same way, we are going to now go into quietness. We don't move out of our home, stay home for these 21 days. Forget, don't worry that you don't have vegetables. We can actually eat only roti and pickle and whatever that's available in our home right now. We don't need more food for these 21 days. Let's respect, let's cooperate with our governments, and so important, friends. Then the coronavirus, when you don't have negative thoughts in your mind, no fear in the mind, it withdraws. There's no resistance anymore. It withdraws completely, it goes away. And this quiet state, in this altered state, in this antarayana that you're going to do, you're going to awaken your immune system. Your white blood cells and lymphocytes going to produce whatever the chemicals that's required, immunoglobulins, interferon, and for example, all the antiviral drugs that we're trying to give from outwardly, from outside. Let our body now, in this beautiful state, when we don't have stress, we can awaken that. Our body can knows how to really gear up to this situation. Our body knows exactly what to do. We trust our body's intelligence. We take all the precautions. And those really who require medical help, they need to take, definitely, the medical help need to be taken. When the respiratory system is compromised and pneumonia and all the symptoms, immediately take medical help. We need to take all the help from the medical community. But prevention is better than cure. Before we land up into that stage, we can do something inside us where this Narayana coronavirus can dissolve on its own. So, dear friends, meditation, in the practice of meditation, we actually go through these different states of consciousness. There are five gears that we change. Like in a car, you have five gears. First, we are in the neutral. Then we place it in the first gear, around 20 kilometers per hour you go. Then second gear, around 40 kilometers. Third gear, 60 kilometers. Fourth gear, around 80 kilometers per hour. And you can go to fifth gear where you 100 kilometers beyond till 200 kilometers per hour can go. We can have sixth gear also. Advanced models, advanced medical meditation practitioners, they can achieve much more deeper states. We have plenty of time to experience and experiment and experience and enlighten ourselves. So, dear friends, when you are actually going inside, for example, simplest way is to start with your breathing, watching the breath. This practice I highly recommend at this point of time because breath is prana, the life force, the oxygen entering in through nostrils, not only oxygen, the prana is entering, energy is entering. And Right now, coronavirus affecting the respiratory system primarily, though this is affecting uh, also different organs at a later stage where all the organ failure is happening, but primarily it is the breathing, lungs are getting affected, pneumonia is coming. What does that mean? What is the symbolic language of this? Breath means life force. When you stop breathing, that means you're stopping the life. We need to breathe, breathe. That's why I highly recommend this practice. Breath watching, breath awareness. All the universal energy can be accessed through observing the breath of life. That means you're saying yes to life. You're not fearing and running away from life. And whenever we fear, we are shutting down, we are contracting, we're going against the life. We are daredevils, we are really pioneers of consciousness. We are masters. We must now trust that your breath can save you, can create beautiful silence in you. When you watch your breathing, this is called Anapanasati meditation. Buddha has discovered it, accidentally discovered it. Later on, he has shared this practice to millions. I learned from my guru, Brahmashri Pitamaha Patriji, this practice of Anapanasati meditation. And now, around the globe, there are many practitioners of this Anapanasati meditation, watching the breath, simple practice. We don't need complex methods, so simple to go within to stop this monkey mind. Just observing the breathing. Right now, just notice your breath. So simple. Breath is so simple. You really slow down. Your system will slow down. Your mind is slowing down. Your thoughts, which are racing, slows down, and your emotions they slow down. Your metabolism slows down. Everything is slowing down in meditation because you're watching the breath. Your attention is not somewhere else. You're not paying attention to coronavirus. At this point of time, dear friends, I also highly recommend not to glue yourself to watching the media, news. It's all negative. Our subconscious mind is fed with so much of negative fears when we are watching all the time the television saying these many people died in America, Spain, France, Italy, China, and every day we are checking it. And what happens to your subconscious mind? You're storing all these imprints. We don't need to. You can know, but you don't need to take that deep inside your subconscious mind. Let it not affect you. Those who are very vulnerable, stop actually looking at the news channels. Just stay at home, meditate, leisurely spend time, listen to music, watch nice movies, spiritual movies, Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, there are many comic comedy movies, so many things. We can read spiritual books every day, read a book. My sincere request to all of you friends not to be obsessed with news channels, watching everything, every news, hearing everything. Every day morning, just you must know what's happening in the world. That's all. Whole day, you don't need to look at the television for the news. Instead, watch a nice spiritual movie, listen to music, spend time creatively, paint, dance, learn dance. You can dance in your home. If you know yoga, enjoy yoga session. You give yourself yoga for an hour, 2 hours. If you know pranayama, experiment with your breath. If you're a meditator, practice 3 hours meditation. I'm giving myself the time, 3 hours every day for meditation practice. I'm enjoying this solitude. We are also in that way contributing to the world, external world. We are sharing our vibrations. That's how we can help the world. Let us not be a burden to the world by going out of the home and thinking negatively, fearing, and instead let's quieten the minds, experience this deep inner silence. So, this is the first gear, friends, in meditation. When you watch your breath, your mind stops thinking. You enter into the first gear, where inner silence, you experience tranquil mind, peaceful mind. And when the mind becomes utterly calm and silent, now you change your gear to the second gear we enter. Embrace that silence. Don't be frightened about the silence. Silence is so beautiful. Just embrace that inner silence. Then you enter into the third gear. The third gear is energy absorption, cosmic energy absorption. The moment your mind is utterly silent and empty, there is a tap that's going to open. We all have this top of the head, Brahmarandra. This is an antenna. This opens, friends. This opens to the cosmos. And all the energy, cosmic universal energy, enters into you. You absorb so much of energy. It's like a Ganga Mata, Akasha Ganga. It flows. It's like a river, like a waterfall. Absorb all the energy. This energy is going to be distributed throughout your body, your pranamaya kosha, your subtle body. So much of energy. Your subtle body, pranamaya kosha, the second body has 272,000 nadis, etheric tubes, and we have the sixth energy center, the seventh crown center. We are going to really enjoy this shower of energy, cosmic energy. This energy awakens our life force in the body cells. So much of energy, friends. This is the second gear that we enter into in the meditation practice. Now, after the energy saturation happens, we enter into the third state. The third state is called Transcendental Stage. Suddenly, your boundaries of your physical body is going to be slowly vanishing because you start expanding beyond the body. Your consciousness, your energy body expands. Your soul has no boundaries, no limits to your soul. Your soul cannot be imprisoned, caged inside this body. In this inner journey, inward journey, during meditation practice, the first gear, the inner silence, the second gear, where you experience the saturation of cosmic energy entering into your etheric body. And the third gear where you experience transcendental state, where you transcend the boundary limitations, body, mind, and time, space. We go beyond time and space. Suddenly you feel you are not only just the body, not only just this linear thinking mind, fearing mind, or you're not only just that subconscious mind which is hanging on to beliefs. Oh, I'm going to be not safe. This planet Earth is going through turbulent times. We are going to be destroyed by this coronavirus. These negative beliefs, all of them, we transcend. We go beyond that. And we find in this transcendental state a beautiful space of safety. We arrive at a point called home. In this transcendental state, your true nature of your consciousness can be touched. Your core state can be touched. The real self, you will arrive at the place because you are a transcendental soul. You are a master, a multi-dimensional being who has come from higher dimensions to this physical realm. We keep forgetting this uh, amazing truth. In meditation, we are reminded about this. We experience this transcendental nature. Home feeling. Home is a place where we experience safety, comfort, secure feeling. We feel utterly safe because this new vibration of safety is important on this planet Earth. So much of unrest, so much of anxiousness, fear, unsafety has come eh, in mass population, and those vibrations are very dense now. We need to now change this vibration. We are higher dimensional beings. We touch to that place during meditation. Transcendental state, beyond time, space. You are non-linear, non-local being. You are a spiritual being. You are a divine master. Remember that, dear friends. Experience it during your meditation. Our origins are somewhere else. Our soul has come from a far place, far away, higher vibrational reality, higher frequencies. We have come from that place. We touch to that place again in the third gear. So the first gear is inner silence, where you're watching the breath, you reach to inner silence. And the second gear is where you access the cosmic energy. You're fully saturated with this beautiful energy. Everyone can access this cosmic energy. Just if you intend, that's all, it flows into you. Right now, intent. This is your birthright. All of us can download that. Just empty the mind. In that silence, it flows into you. And third gear, where you transcend time space, you feel secure, safe, home. And now we enter into fourth gear. Fourth gear is your explorations, your what is called as your experiences during meditation. Many multiple experiences that can unfold to us according to your depth of meditation, quality of meditation, your readiness during meditation. We going to explore that unknown. Every time our soul is so curious, always wants to find out, discover new things, many interesting things. We've forgotten many things. Only thing is we rediscover, remember through these experiences. Many experiences. One is astral journeys, cosmic travels, meeting many divine beings, masters, guides, so many angelic beings. We are living in such vast universe. Not only like coronavirus exists, there are many higher beings exist also who are benevolent, for helpers of the human species. We don't need to believe in this, but during meditation, many experience this. You can be a scientist, a little bit skeptical, but be open minded. Explore the fourth stage through our own meditational experience. We can actually have all that knowledge from masters, higher beings, so much of knowledge. How about access those higher beings, your spiritual guides? Ask them what's going on here on the planet Earth right now. What's the solution? What I'm supposed to do right now? Let your higher self, your Purnatma, guide you about that. Many answers we can get, friends. How can we, as a human race species, use this knowledge of the spirit world, wisdom of the spirit world, to bring certain beautiful things on our planet Earth so that our planet Earth goes through healing, through beautiful evolution, through ascension? Because this situation, we are at the crossroad. There are two choices in front of us. One is we can doom, we can go down, or we can rise above, can be victorious. We can all collectively choose to rise above, change of frequency, vibration to higher frequencies. So, in this fourth stage, we experience what is called as many journeys, journeys beyond. And after that, the fifth gear, every experience that you have during your meditation is going to make you wise. It translates into wisdom, experiential wisdom you get. Without an experience, you will not become wise. You cannot gain wisdom. If you read only Bhagavad Gita without sadhana, practice of meditation, Bhagavad Gita is only theoretical knowledge. If you read Dhammapada, the scripture by Buddha, only theory will not help us. But if you also practice, you have practical wisdom. Through your own experience, you have the wisdom of the soul. This is called Atma Gyan Sthiti. Whatever that, to know thyself as a divine being, we need to go through these divine experiences, spiritual experiences. Know that you are not this body, not the mind, not the emotions, not the ego structure. Much beyond, you are the magnificent master being, a soul who has come from higher dimensions. You have a mission here. You have purpose here on the planet Earth. Our purpose is to serve life. The purpose is to help our planet Earth. Each one of us contributing in our own unique ways. But this wisdom is so important, friends. Each one of us on the planet Earth, we are ready now. The current situation is also making us really putting us exactly at that point where we are going within to access these experiences of the soul and convert that into wisdom. This higher wisdom is so important, where you discover who you are, discover your purpose of life, and you are now a man and woman of action. You now put everything into action. You really serve. Today only I read what happened during the Buddha's time. During the time of Buddha also there was an epidemic. At that point of time, uh, the city is called Vaishali, Vaishali Nagar, city of Vaishali, where all the people are dying, there's no food, people are scared, they have dysentery, diarrhea, cholera, like that. The epidemic is spreading and people are panicked. People are just dropping, dying. And the king, ministers, the government at that point of time, the king ruling that Vaishali does not know anything and he is not taking any action. That time, Buddha noticed that he's a man of action. Buddha is always into action, karma yoga, nishkama, selfless service. So he went straight to the king and he said, you know what's happening to the people right now. You can't be silent. You have to take action, my dear king. You have to really help all those people. Offer food to them. Offer all the herbs, medicines. If they require, some of them, they really require hygiene, medicine, water, food, many things. Give it. And that time, along with Buddha, thousands of monks were there. Thousands. All those monks, 10,000, 15,000 monks, Buddhist monks gathered in that Vaishali city. One of the physician of Buddha, he's also a disciple. His name is Jivaka. He also prepared many herbs to help the people in Vaishali city. He was offering all the Buddhist monks going and nursing, cleaning, and giving, offering food and serving, teaching them meditation, counseling. People are gripped with the fear. A lot of counseling is required, one on one and home to home. They were going, and Buddha said beautiful words. That day he delivered one sutra. He said, those who are living on the earth, those who are living in the water, those who are living in the air, we need to care for them. Karuna, compassion towards all those beings is important because just like how on the planet Earth, this coronavirus started spreading from the animal to the human because animals have mistreated the animal kingdom. Humans have mistreated, abused, and violation, a lot of violence towards the animals, cruelty towards animals. And Buddha uttered these beautiful truths at that time. He said, we can't kill. We have to be compassionate to the beings who are living, animals living on the surface, earth surface, and animals, fish that are swimming in the oceans and rivers and ponds. And you can kill the birds which are flying in the sky. He delivered that sutra, the karuna, maitri, compassion towards all the beings. So, friends, the wisdom is so important. Right now, we are also at the same moments because history repeats. If we don't learn the lesson collectively, the lessons offered now in this situation. So we need to practice now, go to the wisdom of the soul, and in smaller ways we can serve our planet Earth. First, serve yourself through meditation right now. Contain yourself, quarantine yourself. Whether you have coronavirus positive or negative, or you don't have it, still you remain in the home because by observing you, many people will be inspired to stay at home. If one person moves out of the home, many think that, oh, I can also go out of the home. Right now, it's a time to quarantine ourselves. And from home, you can do a lot of service also. How about generating positivity and spiritual divine vibrations and sharing it to the planet Earth? How about all of us collectively use our spiritual consciousness and visualize same vision, collective vision, one vision about health for all on this planet Earth, where everyone is peaceful and healthy and there is well-beingness, there is unity between countries, and where there's so much of spiritual evolution that happened. People are more aware, conscious, and they're taking care of the Mother Earth. How about visualizing? Because what we envision through this third eye collectively, we are releasing this intention, these positive thoughts, and it happens, it manifests. Vibrationally, we are contributing. Maybe after 21 days, 30 days, we can also physically serve people whatever way that we can do. Like many, they need food, we can prepare food and offer. Many, they require some kind of counseling work, we can do that. Maybe at that time, for a medical professional, you can do even medical service, medical help, you can extend. Or if you have money, you can contribute the money to the government so that government requires a lot of money right now to take care of many measures, to take care of many things. So, dear friends, we can serve, contribute in different ways silently also right now. Let us not be a burden to this collective right now. We can lessen that burden by uh, practicing meditation. And this is the fifth gear, the wisdom state. The wisdom always seeks action. Wisdom means not just quiet. You're wise, now you plunge into action. Now you share it through your phone, speaking to your friend about your positive divine experiences to your friend through a chat, WhatsApp. You can still be social through internet technology. You can be with, do the Sajjana Sangacha through internet technology. You can, you don't need to be away from your community life. So, dear friends, this practice is so important right now. One thing which can really change the vibration of this whole planet Earth right now is meditation practice. Practicing quietness of the mind, peace in the mind, and silence, and uh, breathing, and you know, eat with awareness, consciously eat. Even though you may eat one roti, two rotis, does not matter, but take that food with lot of gratitude, appreciation. Eat with awareness, mindfulness, because there are many right now. for a already experiencing hunger. It's so important right now not to, uh, you know, waste any resources according to our own appetite. We need to eat accordingly, not too much, not too less. And friends, what can we all do? Now, seventh point I'm going to share with you. I shared now the 6 points. Number one, the first point is about Antarayana, the two types of travels. Antarayana is the major one, important one right now, very significant one. Inner journey, inward travels, sacred journeys. And the second is about altered states of consciousness, different methods of altered states of consciousness. And the fourth point is meditation is the primary way, an important way to experience ASCs, altered states. And fifth stage is about the 5 gears. Meditation, different stages we go through. Meditation is just not sitting idly. Uh, it is just not passive activity, but it is a being state. It's still very actively, inwardly journeying. And the sixth point I shared with all of you is the 5 gear system, inner silence. Second is cosmic energy absorption. Third one is transcendental state. The fourth one I told is about experiencing the inner travels, journeying, exploring, discovering about yourself and about many new things, about this grand universe. The fifth point is the wisdom, translating your experience into an insight or a wisdom. What is this experience teaching me? That translates into beautiful wisdom. So, this is the sixth point I shared. Now, the seventh point. That's why we all have come together today. This is the guided meditation that we are going to experience. Long back, 2 decades back, I have read one book authored by Vera Stanley Alder. The name of the book is Mundane to Magnificence. From Mundane to Magnificence. She authored many other books like Awakening the Third Eye, Opening the Third Eye, and I think 4 or 5 books. But this one is the best book. In that book, my attention is caught by one experience that she shared. She had this kind of beautiful inner journeys. One, in one particular meditation session, she came out of body. Her consciousness became like a microbe, so tiny and small. She went inside her own body and she explored her body parts. She communicated, she dialogued with her own body cells. This fascinated me because there's a way to really go within to understand this beauty of our body. Right now, it is need of the hour. Our body is so much frozen with fear. There's so much of sympathetic nervous system, adrenaline secretion because the fear that is aroused in us, all of us. And this adrenaline is not making us sleep properly. It is shooting up our blood pressure, and it's depleting our immune system. We are worsening the situation or our health. We're not experiencing the well-beingness right now. This particular experience shared by Vera Stanley Elder can help us. Why can't we do the same thing? We can do that today. Let's now do this meditation, friends. Even if you are able to sit quietly in a place, For approximately 15 minutes, we're going to practice this meditation, around 20 minutes. And in this meditation, we experience slowing down of our thoughts and experience the first gear in the meditation, inner silence. I'll be guiding you through few instructions, and I'll be using a little bit of this kind of sound energy, which can also help you. This temple bell, I'm going to ring like this. So nice. So right now, you can close your eyes if you are comfortable. But if you're a beginner, you are feeling scared to close your eyes, you can also half open, half close. You can just look at the screen at the same time, half open, softly. You can open your eyes. Means relax your eyelids, like half open, half close your eyes. Or else fully close your eyes. Make yourselves very comfortable. You can join your two hands, keep your hands in your lap, interlocking your fingers. This is called Dhyana Mudra, like that. And then keeping the palms in your lap, sitting comfortably, closing your eyes. For the next 15 minutes, we'll explore. We go inwardly. Right now, bring all the attention to your breathing. Give all your attention to your normal, natural breathing. You don't need to take deep breaths. You don't need to stop your breathing. No kumbhaka, rechaka, anuloma, viloma, pranayama, nothing. Normal, natural breathing. Pay attention to your breathing. The breath which is entering into your nostrils, the breath which is coming out of your nostrils. Just be completely absorbed, your attention being absorbed by your breath. Become aware whenever the breath is deep, know that you're breathing deeply. Become aware of that. Whenever you're breathing in a shallow way, become aware of that. Become also aware how the in-breath is also turning around and becoming the out-breath. There's a slight pause between in-breath and out-breath. Give all the attention, pay attention to the breath, how in the nostrils the breath is going inside. Some of you can even feel the breath going in through the pharynx, trachea, and entering into the bronchioles, into the lungs, lobes of the lungs. Some of you only may be becoming aware only in the nostrils. It does not matter. It's okay that you are able to feel only this much. Become fully aware how the breath is coming out, and at the same time become aware of your whole body also. Be conscious of your body. In whatever posture you're sitting, just pay attention to the body. Pay attention to the room, the space where you're sitting. At the same time, you pay attention to the silence that is coming in your mind. Your mind becoming completely silent, still. Because when you are giving all your attention to your breathing, your breath slows down everything in you. Your mind slows down. thoughts, they slow down. Thoughts, they slow down. So when thinking is stopped, you experience this inner, tranquil, serene mind, a silent mind, mind which has no restless waves of thoughts, like clouds in the sky dissolving. Our mental sky also will become free from all those distracting clouds of thoughts. Just pay attention to the breath. Same time, notice those gaps between the thoughts and silence that's coming in your mind. It's beautiful to watch that silence. Just as your mind becomes utterly silent, suddenly you can be transported into beyond time, space, beyond time, space, beyond body and mind, to your true state of being. You're not this body, you're much more than the body. You're not the mind and thoughts going on in the mind, you're much more than that. You're not your emotions, fears, or any positive or negative emotion, much more than that. You are that awareness, consciousness, which is non-linear and non-local. You are beyond. Notice that transcendental nature of you, where you suddenly are in a limitless, expansive state of being, where you are beyond your body, beyond your mind, beyond the duality. It's like feeling safe, secure, and like a home feeling because you're touching to that true state of being. Once you establish in this state of consciousness where you're completely inwardly directed, you're giving all your attention now to that being, the inner being, which is beyond all the limitations. You're an unlimited, unbounded being. In that state, I'd like you to allow yourself to have this journey. Your consciousness can expand, your consciousness can become like a microbe. Right now, let's choose to become like a small particle light as the consciousness can become like a small particle, like an atom, either through your nostrils or through your skin pores. You can enter into your body and journey to your body organs. First, let us speak with our heart. Our heart, which is all the time working so hard for us, day and night, since you're born. The day you're born, the heart is beating and it goes on. You appreciate right now. Say greetings to your heart. Tell the heart that I acknowledge all your efforts. You work so well. And if you notice that last months and years or any kind of fear that is stored in your heart, you can say to your heart, you don't need to fear. It's safe now. Really bring that safe feeling that from this transcendental being state to your heart. Embrace your heart fully. Let your heart settle down into this beautiful, safe feeling. We are living in a safe universe. Our mind interprets many things as disasters, but we can always change that vibration. Find always safety. It is the higher truth. This moment you can dialogue with lungs because your lungs also very important vital organ. Tell your lungs and appreciate, acknowledge, say thank you, gratitude to your lungs for respiring and breathing and making you access this oxygen, prana. Now you can access your central nervous system, your autonomic nervous system. You can just communicate. It's a non-verbal communication through your feelings. Consciousness can feel and intend to communicate. As consciousness, you can say to the autonomic nervous system, central nervous system, that neuronal cells, that you don't need to be scared, fearful. Universe is a safe place. We're all divine beings, so we don't need to feel scared. We are protected. Our Mother Earth protects us. Our universe is a safe place for us. Let the parasympathetic nervous system come into a balance now. Sympathetic nervous system calming down, which has been so much stimulated, releasing all these kind of toxic, poisonous molecules, adrenaline secretions, where we are gripped with the fear. Let it slow down. Your sympathetic nervous system. Let your parasympathetic nervous system, the vagus nerve, which brings so much of relaxation throughout your body, all the cells in your body, your breathing slowing down, your heart rate is rhythmic and harmonious, slowing down, your pulse rate slowing down, and your breath rate slowing down. Your metabolism is coming to an optimal state, and experience this beautiful relaxation as this vagus now, your parasympathetic nervous system is coming into a beautiful balance. Communicate now with all the organs, including your white blood cells, lymphocytes, neutrophils, and eosinophils, and all the white blood cells, even bone marrow, which is producing all these white blood cells. So communicate that it is safe. Like this new vibrational energy, because your body cells listen to you. So far, you are giving different messages to your body. Oh, coronavirus is dangerous, going to kill me. And this fear energy is really depleting our immune reserves right now. With each breath that you inhale and exhale, really share this new messages, transmit this new vibrational energy into your body cells, trillions of body cells, who are serving a beautiful purpose, making you experience this life, to bring this secure, safe feelings, and with gratitude and love and appreciation, awaken that immune system within you. At this moment, you can all visualize, picturize a beautiful light which is coming down from the source. It's the light that the universe, all the cosmic galactic masters want to send to us. Is the healing light. Right now, let's visualize, picturize, or imagine it. Feel it, perceive it, feel, and let us bring this light down. First, wrap it around your body. Make a safe cocoon, a love cocoon, a safety cocoon around you. Let this beautiful divine light surround your body. Now, feel all this encompassing and embracing light energy around you. The source energy, the divine energy always wants the life force to be expanded, the life to be continued, wants us to thrive, progress, and evolve. It's always, uh, uh, you know, progressive in nature. So just allow that. Now, this safe cocoon, visualize this light, embracing our family members, embracing all the neighbors, our entire Bharat Desh, and now let's include our entire human species, all the countries in our planet Earth. And now, on this umbrella of light, visualize, include animals, all animals, the four-legged animals inhabiting the earth, and the crawling animals like snakes, reptiles, to even all the microorganisms, to everything, and also the animals which are in the water, water animals, fish, dolphins, whales, all of them. Let's also include all the aerial creatures like birds, all the birds. Visualize under the umbrella human kingdom, animal kingdom, plants, all the trees, creepers, plant kingdom, and all the mineral kingdom, all the entire Mother Earth coming under this beautiful light, divine healing light coming from the source is the collective light that we're going to create around our planet Earth right now. Another 3 minutes. Just observe, watch, allow some deeper insights to come into you. As you hear the sound of the temple bells, just let it take you into a deeper state of being where you can integrate your experience. Allow deeper insights to arise in you. It can assist you, help you, heal you, and also assist the planet Earth. That's really very good, friends. Another 1 minute. Right now, the whole universe, all the beings of light are watching the planet Earth. How, as a human species, we're going to face this situation and how we going to evolve, progress collectively. It's the collective evolution. It's all intent collectively that may our planet Earth, Mother Gaia, be healed. May our planet Earth, Mother Gaia, collectively human species and along with us, all the kingdoms, plant, mineral, animal kingdom, ascend along with us, evolve along with us. Collectively, let us intend for the welfare of every being. 30 seconds. Very good, friends. Very good. And slowly, you can rub your palms and place your hands on your eyes, touching your eyelids gently, like a feathery touch. Very gently place your hands on your eyes, slowly bringing these deeper realizations, insights, and experience you had into the outer external reality, to the Jagrut Avastha, coming back fully aware. And that's really very good, friends. I'm happy that we all have really journeyed inwardly today, collectively, even though it is a short meditation, 15-20 minutes. But if you like this meditation, you can do it again, do it often, which helps. And we take these principles, the 7 points that I shared today, into us.